Hi, I'm Tiekka. Welcome to Everyday Ballet, where we bring gorgeous classical ballet principles, training, and style to everyday life. No matter your age, your body type, or whether or not you know anything about ballet, I'm here to show you all about this gorgeous art form and how to bring ballet's grace and power to your life. In this video, we have an express beginner ballet barre. Now it's express because we won't be having any training instructions between exercises. So be sure you're familiar with my other videos, particularly my Everyday Ballet Exercises playlist, so that you're familiar with how to do these steps before attempting this class. This will also be a little bit of a tutu parade, which I hope you will find fun as well. And if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, share, and especially set your notifications so you won't miss any of my future ballet training. And if you're looking for a full-on structured online ballet training program, be sure to go over to everydayballet.com and check out my ballerina body programs. They really will take you from absolute beginner on into intermediate and point prep and beyond, so that you can do ballet on your terms in your own home. With that, I'm just so delighted you're here. I really hope you'll enjoy this. Let's ballet. So we're just going to start by taking our heels together and toes gently apart in first position. Remember your good posture, your neutral pelvis, and remember to breathe. We don't want to hold our breath as we do this. So lifting the fingertips, we're going to bring them up across from the navel. We're going to float them open, nice and generous. We'll take a light touch on our barre. We're going to start with two very slow demi-plies. Here we go. We bend the knees, heels are down, knees are opened out. And as we come down, float the arm down and stand. And now bring the fingertips in front of the navel, demi-plie again. And pushing the floor away as you open the arm. And now we're going to do grand plie. Remember, 4 parts, demi, grand. Replace the heels. And open. And once again, demi. Keep that tall spine. Don't let the butt poke back. Replace the heels. Open. And now pointing to second position. Remember, the heels are going to stay down here. Demi-plie. So halfway, push the floor away. And once again, demi. Fingertips across from navel and pushing out. And now we do the grand plie. Remember, the heels stay down here. Knees are wide, heels down, spine is tall. Push the floor away and open the arm. And again, keeping those wide knees, heels heavy, and push the floor away. Open. And a little demi-plie and pointing the outside toe and closing. And with the hands off the barre, little demi-plie and stand. And just turning to the other side, wherever you are, heels together, toes apart, lifting the fingertips, opening wide, supporting the elbow, light touch, slow demi-plie, bending the knees, and pushing the floor away, float the fingertips down, open the elbow to stand. And again, fingertips across from navel, hugging in at the core, and push the floor away to stand tall. And now reaching out, we're going to do our grand plie, 4 parts. We start with demi, smoothly to grand, heels just a little bit off the floor, replace them, and push the floor away. And once again, demi, and grand, replace. Second position, and now demi, and feel those heels, feel the insides of the legs pushing the floor away and bending the knees. it's very easy to let that tailbone slip at the back. And again, bend. Keeping the spine tall, knees wide. You'll feel the inner thighs, the backs of the legs, the core. Open, bend the knees, push the outside toe, and join the legs. Float the arms down, open the elbows, bend the knees, heels down, and push the floor away to stand. Excellent work. Pinkies to thighs, just open up those elbows. Feel like you're zipping a pair of jeans, lifting up through the core. Lift the fingertips, open wide, and place a light touch on your bar. Here we go. Starting forward, pressing through the floor, trying to get taller, and also on the way back in. And again, reaching out, stretching, stretching, and close. And two more, and stretch, and close. And fourth one, and plie. Let's use the arm, open side, and close. And stretching out, and closing in. Remember to tuck the heel forward. Keep those hip points facing forward. And close. And one more. And close, plie. And now we go behind. Now remember, don't let that tailbone tip backwards. Try to let the tailbone release downwards and use your core to feel like you're getting taller. Stretch and wiping the floor. Good, and again. And closing. One more here. And close. And bend. And straighten. And open. Reaching out. Try not to let those hips twist. Keep lifting up through the core, but soften in the neck and throat. And closing. And pressing out. And closing. One more here. Reach and close and bend. And lift and open. Let's take both hands down. And we're going to do that plie. Heels on the ground, knees over toes, spine tall. And straighten to finish. Gorgeous. And you'll notice that the more you apply some pressure through the foot as you are stretching and reaching through the leg and the toes, you will feel more and more of the inner thigh and the backs of the legs working. So let's go ahead and do the other side, taking a gentle first position. Here we go. Pinkies to thighs, just open up the elbows, lift up through the core, broad chest, and lifting the fingertips up. Opening out, and a nice light touch to the front. Pressing through the floor, try to get taller as you close. And again, pressing and reaching and stretching and close. And again, really reach for those toes, press through the floor to close. And one more here. And a close and a bend and opening out to the side and drawing it in. Remember, the hip points are facing forward. Don't let them twist towards that leg. You can bring that foot in front of the ear so that the heel is tucking forward and not spinning around to the back. And last one here. Hugging in, reaching out. And bending heels down, knees over toes, to the back. Now try to feel like you're zipping a pair of jeans. You're getting taller in the fronts of the hips. And stretch and reach. Reaching to infinity out there through the toes. Good. And reach. Shining the heart. Beautiful. One more here. Stretch. And your close. Bend. Stand. Open. Stretch to the side. Keeping those hips facing forward, not letting them twist. And pressing through the second toe. And tucking the heel. That'll really activate the backs of the legs. Reaching out. And closing in. Last one, reaching out. And close. Bend. Straighten. Open. Arms down. One last bend here. Tall spine. Push the floor away to straighten. Excellent, excellent work. So standing up nice and tall, we're going to lift the fingertips up. We're going to use the arm, so we're going to start with the arm. The hand is over the hairline, starting front. Nice and slow. We brush, brush, brush. Keeping it low. Point, brush back in. Point, brush back in. Again. Getting taller. The feeling of jumping. Now bend the knees to the side. Brush, close. Brush, close. Make sure that pelvis is nice and quiet. Brush. You're brushing in the direction of your first. Brush. Good. Last one. Bend. Take the hand in front to the back. Hugging at the core. Feel like you're zipping the jeans. Keep the leg low. Reach strongly through the toes. Remember to brush back in. Brush, brush, brush. Feeling of jump. Close, bend, side, to the side, close, brush, close, good. Feeling of jumping up, close, reach through those toes. Last one here, bend. We have one, close, side, close, back, close, side, close, bend and stand. Excellent. So hopefully you're really feeling that activation of that foot pushing off the floor, just like you would if you were jumping into the air. You should feel a lot of work here in the ankle as well as in the backs of the legs and your core because you're lifting up through your good posture. All right, let's do the other side. Standing up nice and tall, lift the fingertips, float the fingertips over the hairline, release the shoulder, light touch on your bar. We start with 7 to the front. Here we go. Brush, 2 inches. Brush, good. The feeling of jumping up, brush, close. 3 more. Nice and strong. Make sure you're not clutching your bar. And bend. Now in the direction of your first. Hugging in, still feeling like you're jumping up into the air. Brushing in. Good. Brush, close. Brush, close. Bend, reach. Now back. Hugging in. Try not to break in the lower spine. Zip the jeans, brush, close. Brush. Stretch out, reach the heart over the hand. Strong toes. And bend. Side again, brush. Make sure that heel is coming in front of you, not behind you here. Keeping it low, 3 more. Good. Brush, close. Bend. Now 1. And side. Back. Side, and bend, stand. Good. I just love that music for dégagé because it's so militaristic, and that dégagé should just be a beautiful, precise Xerox copy through the feet and ankles. Lifting the fingertips up and open. We start with 6 rond de jambes forward. Here we go. Front, around. Pass, around, front, smooth circles. Open the cabinet doors on the hip bones. hugging in at the core, floating up above the legs. And now lift the leg just a little bit and bring it in. Open out, bring it in. And reach, point, plie, and toss, and folding forward. And now we go to the back. Open the cabinet doors on the hip bones. Smooth and building. Caressing the floor with the foot. And 2 more here. And hugging in, reaching out. And now reaching off just a little bit. Open the knee as the toe comes to the knee. Open, hugging in, bring the toe in. And to the front. And lower, and plie, toss, and lift the chest. And now we do it again. This time let's add the arm if you like. Otherwise, you can keep the arm out to the side. Floating. So we're drawing a huge circle with our arm. But of course, the hard thing is it's going slower than the bottom leg. Good. And lifting off to the front and bringing it in and opening out and bringing it in. And reach to the back and lower, plie, toss, floating forward. Good, last set, we're gonna reverse that arm. Try to keep the legs straight here. Hugging in. Opening the cabinet doors. That's it, beautiful. Reaching out. Last one, reach. And reaching off. Toe to knee. And open. Bringing it in. And forward. And point. Plie. Toss. Open the chest. Beautiful. There's such a radiance in that music that I hope you can feel. All right, let's do the other side. Standing in first position, lift the fingertips, open the chest, light touch on your bar. Starting forward with 6 ronde de jambes. Take it around. It's a smooth circle. Feel like you're hovering through your waistline. And forward. Open the cabinet doors. And forward. Smooth, straight legs the whole way through. And brushing off just a little bit. Widen out through the knee. Keep reaching through the toe, through the knee. And bring it in. And extend. Lower. Plie. Toss. And folds. Reach. Starting to the back. Reach and stretch. Very quiet feeling in the pelvis. Open the cabinet doors right here. Open. That's it. Heels kiss on the way through. Last one. Hugging in, reaching out. Bring the toe to the knee, wide at the knees. Stretch open and bring it in. And a reach. Point, plie, toss, and lift the chest. Now adding the arm if you like. An arm's gonna move slowly, slower than the leg. That's kind of the hard part here. Floating through the arm. Good. 2 more, reaching out with the eyes with the fingertips. Good. And brushing off, and bring it in, and open, bring it in, and a reach, point, plie, and push, and fold, and now reverse, last set, hugging in, reaching out. Eyes can follow the hands. And here's 4. And here's 5. And here's 6. And reaching off, hugging in, reaching out, toe to knee, and open. Draw the toe in, and extend, and point, plie, toss, and lift the chest, and a little plie here, and standing, and just feeling a light on your cheek right there. Beautiful, beautiful work. Yeah, anytime we're doing those slow, smooth numbers in ballet, it's such a great opportunity to really kind of come into your body and allow yourself to feel beauty. What could be more joyful and joyous than feeling beauty in your own body? Standing up nice and tall in first position, lift the fingertips, open the chest, take a light touch on your bar, and flex the heel nice and low. We're going to start with 3 slow and then 2 a little quicker to the front. Here we go, hugging in and lifting up. Strike, brush, bring it in, strike, brush. Really flex those toes. Strike, brush, bring it in, 2 quicker. Remember to keep it low. To the side, brush, bring it in. Strike, brush, bring it in. 1 more slow. Brush, bring it in. Now 2, quicker. Bring it to the back. Strike, brush, bring it in. Try to keep that pelvis really neutral. Strike, brush, bring it in, 2, a little quicker. To the side, strike, brush, bring it in. Strike, brush, bring it in. Make sure that heel is turning forward, and 2 quicker. Now 3, quicker to the front. Strike, now we hold, flex, point, bring it in, to the side. Hugging in at your core, light touch on your bar, point, bring it in, to the back. Good, strike, in, hug in, reach out, flex, point, bring it in, to the side. The back of that standing leg is probably feeling it. Strike, flex, point, lower, and bend, and straighten the legs. And shake it out. We're going to turn it to the other side. Taking your bar, hugging in at your core, lifting up, opening out, flex, strike, brush, bring it in. Try to zip the jeans here. Remember to keep it low. Brush, bring it in, 2 quicker. Good. To the side. Brush, bring it in. Don't let those hips twist. Keep the hips facing forward. Bring it in, 2 quicker. Hugging in, reaching out to the back. Striking close to the body. Strike, press, bring it in. Strike, press, bring it in. 2. Good. To the side, brush, bring it in. Strike, brush, bring it in. Try to tuck that heel forward without twisting the hips. Strike, keep it low, reach. Now 3, front. Strike, strike and hold. Flex, point, bring it in to the side. Check in with that bar hand. Make sure you're not gripping. Flex, point, bring it into the back. In, strike, in, strike, flex, point, bring it in. Side, in, strike, flex, point, bring it in to the front. Front, in, strike, in, back, in, side, point, close. Bend the knees, straighten, turn the chin. Yeah, I always feel like everybody deserves a gold star at the end. So you're standing in first position, nice and tall, hugging in at the core, lifting the fingertips. We're going to take the fingertips over the hairline, light touch on that bar hand. We start with 4 grand battements to the front. Here we go. Point, close. Brush for the sand. Point, close. And again. Point, close. To the side. Brush. Try to keep those hips level. Reach for the toes. Stand all the way up into the standing ear. And again. Now to the back. Hug in at the core to protect the lower spine. Brush, point, close. Brush, point, close. Brush, to the side. Brush, keep coming home to your core. Feel the rectangle. Push through that wet sand. Now to front. Hugging in, light touch as you come down, to side. Feel the rectangle. To the back. Brush, reach, point that back foot, and to the side. Last one. Excellent, excellent work. Yeah, it's not easy to do those big movements without disrupting our posture. But if you think about your posture first and then work the mechanics of the legs, you'll have much more success with your grand battement and really everything in your ballet technique. All right, let's do the other side. Standing up nice and tall, hugging in at the core, float the fingertips up, light touch on your bar. We have 4 grand battements to the front. And pressing through the wet sand. Brush, point, close. Brush, point, close. 2 more. Try to keep that pelvis quiet, especially here. Reach for those toes. Point, close. Stand all the way up to the standing ear. Light touch on your bar. 1 more. Now behind. Reach, point, close. Reach, point, close. My plants are getting a little beating back there. Sorry, plants. To the side. Brush. Don't let those hips twist. Keep coming home to your core and posture. Feel the rectangle. That's it. Arm up to front. Don't let that bottom knee buckle. Keep standing right up into the ear. Keep those toes pointed on the way down to the back. Point, close. Brush, point, close. 2 more, side. Point, close. Last one. Excellent, excellent work. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that and felt how beautiful and powerful it is to move your body and enjoy the music in the ballet way. Until next time, happy dancing.